Did you ever want to get a world record on solving the 3x3? And you're really bad at doing OLL algorithms? Well, if you also wanted some tips and tricks, well, I'm going to teach you different OLL algorithms to have you do OLL faster and improve your times. So let's start with the very first case. Hello everybody, my name is the Cubic Nerd, and today we'll be looking at 10 OLL algorithms that are best for beginners and you. So let's start off with making the cross. So making the cross, there are three situations: either a dot, an L shape like this, a line, or the cross itself. So we'll start off with the very first situation, which is the dot. So there's only one algorithm for the dot, and it is also the corners don't need to matter. If the corner is flipped, it doesn't matter. Just focus on flipping all these other edges. So the algorithm is F, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then S, which is this layer, or this one, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then F prime, small F prime. Small F prime is basically the two layers going this way. So now you solved your cross. Let's go on to the next shape, or next situation. So here is the L shape. It's there's two algorithms. I'll tell you this one, and then I'll tell you this one. There are two algorithms. So if you wanna do the second algorithm, just skip to the part of the video where I show it. So let's focus on the very first algorithm. Also, the corners don't matter. So here's the algorithm. It's F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. Here you go. Now you solved your cross. But if you don't want to do that algorithm, you can do this one, which when you hold the L shape like this and you do F, small f, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then small f prime. That solves your cross. Now let's go to the last situation. So the last situation is when you have a line. Again, the corners don't matter. So the line can either be held like this or like this. It doesn't really matter. So if you hold the line like this and do the algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. There, now you've solved your cross. And now let's go on to flipping the corners. 7 different algorithms we're going to show in this video for flipping the corners, but I am going to show some tricks along the way to make it a little easier. So first, let's start off with the really first case that we have here is the soon. So the soon is when you have your cross solved, but you have one yellow piece facing up and all the other ones going in either clockwise or anti-clockwise. First, I'm going to show you the clockwise. It doesn't matter where the corner is, if it's here, if it's here, if it's here. It doesn't really matter where this corner is. If it's anywhere around the cube and it's facing you to the right, it's okay. You can do the algorithm. So to flip all these corners, do the algorithm. It's R, U, R prime, U, R. And here's the trick. Instead of doing U2 and then doing R prime, you can do R, U prime 2. You can just do it with your left finger on your left hand. So that was the soon, and let's look at the anti-soon. So the anti-soon is the same thing as the soon, except now the right corner is facing up and the left corner is facing you. Again, it doesn't really matter where the left corner is. It just has to be on the left, and this one has to be over here. If it's like this, it's incorrect. So let's do the algorithm. It's the same thing as the right one, except it's like a mirror. So here's the algorithm. It's L prime, U prime, L, U prime, and then you can just do L prime, U to insert it like this, and then L. That's like a little trick. You can do it like this. Actually, yeah, you can do it like this. Wait, let me quickly get back into this anti-soon. You can do it like this, but the other way that I showed you is more convenient to some people. So now let's go on to the next OLL case. Let's go on to the sixth OLL algorithm. This is called double headlights. This is when you have these sets of headlights which are facing out, but it doesn't matter if they're oriented or not. It doesn't matter if these match, or if red matches with red blue, or this corner matches with this one. It doesn't really matter. You just need to have these facing out both ways, and we'll do the algorithm to flip all these corners. So it's F, R, U, R prime, U prime, and do that same algorithm again. Do not do F prime. That will give you the L shape. I'll do that algorithm again and again until you finally get your whole yellow layer solved. And let's go into the 7th OLL algorithm. And now let's look at the 7th OLL algorithm, which is when you have this familiar pair of headlights, and you already think you're gonna have the same facing out here, but they're not. So this case is called the single headlights, but with these. So the single headlights is when these are facing out, but you still have your one headlight pair. So let's do the algorithm to flip all these corners. It's R, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U prime, R2, U2, and then R. And that's the algorithm for the single headlights with one of the headlight pairs. Let's go into the next OLL algorithm. And now let's look at the 8th OLL case, which is when you have this headlight pair, but there's none in the back. There's not even the one where these are flipped the opposite way. They're facing up. So the yellow is facing up. There is an algorithm where you do R2D and then just keep on going with that algorithm, but there's a certain trick to flip them. There's actually a corner flipping algorithm. There's the right version and the left version. I'm going to be teaching you the left version today. So here's the algorithm. It's L, D, L prime, D prime, L, D, L prime, D prime, and just keep on doing that same algorithm, and then take your other corner, do U prime, and then flip it. And that's the 8th OLL case. So let's go on to the 9th. And now the 9th OLL case is when you have these two corners flipped diagonally. So these two are flipped, but these two are not. So instead of doing the algorithm, which is much shorter, but this is kind of a trick, it's this algorithm from the 8th OLL algorithm. It's L, D, L prime, D prime, L, D, L prime, D prime, U2, and just keep on doing that same algorithm until you get all your corners flipped. And now let's go to the last OLL case. Now for the last 10th case for OLL is this one. It's when you don't have the headlight pair, you have these flipped, so there's no headlight pair here, but they're facing out. So this one's facing out this way, and this one's facing out this way. So the algorithm to flip these two corners is small r, u, r prime, u prime, small r prime, f, and then r, u prime. It's not u prime, it's f prime. So that was 10 OLL algorithms to make you solve faster. If you like this video, you can support it by liking, subscribing, turning on notifications, and commenting random questions that you want to ask me. And see y'all next time, and have a cubing nerdy day.